Good morning, dear students. So, this is our history class. I am your social science teacher. So, students, we have seen so many things in this chapter Russian Revolution. Okay, so where we have talked about many topics in this chapter. Now, after the death of uh, Lenin's Vladimir Lenin's, who came to who has taken over the administration system or controlled the Russia, that was Stalin, Joseph Stalin. Okay, so how he was working, what policies he had been started. Okay, that is known as Stalinism. Okay, so today's topic is Stalinism and collectivization, right? So Stalinism and collectivization. Stalinism came from Stalin, Joseph Stalin. Okay, so collectivization means what? He started one, new policy related to farming and all, that was known as collectivization, right, students? So after the death of Lenin, he controlled in quickly he controlled, or he taken the control over the Russia. Okay, in it was also formed like USSR, right? So by 1927 or 8, what happened? The Russia was in great danger. They were facing acute problems of grain supplies. Okay, the government had fixed the prices, okay, of the grains and all. At this price, that particular price, the farmers had to sell their grains. Okay, so but the peasants were refusing to sell their grains to the government. Okay, so why Stalin started this? So that he was thinking ki some persons, or they can be peasants, okay, they can be small farmers, they can be big farmers, right? So they have, they all had hold the stocks in the hope of higher prices. So Stalin wanted to stop all these things. Okay, he was thinking supply should be investigated and these holdings should be stopped, right? He was thinking rich peasants and traders in the countryside, they have, might be they had hold the stock and all. Okay, now but it was not like this during that time in the Russia. So in 1928, what happened? Members toured the grain producing areas. Which member? Government members. Okay, he sent his officials to to take us to have the knowledge regarding this, why the production of grain is very less. Okay, so he have seen, or they have observed kulaks. What is the in this topic you will learn about two new words there, kulaks and the kolkhos. Kulaks means what? Well-being farmers, means you can say that rich farmers on, and kulaks related to collectivization. When kulaks means small farms get collected, okay, so making a big farm, that is known as kolkhos, right? So they have seen, or they have observed the condition of the kulaks, or the big farmers, or the peasants. Okay, so it was argued that the grain shortage were partly due to the small size of the holding. But after 1917, what happened? Land had been given over to the peasants. The small seized peasant farm could not be modernized. To develop modern farms and run them along industrial lines with machinery, it was necessary to eliminate kulaks. So what he was thinking, कि both the small peasants as well as the kulak should be eliminated. Why? Because he wanted to produce whatever grains and all at high level. Okay, so at industrial bases and all, he wanted to install machineries in that. In small farmers farms it was not possible to do. Okay, because initially what the farmers were doing, small farmers were there, and they were producing the crops, or they were, sorry, growing the crops and doing the production according to their needs and all. But the Stalin was thinking they were holding, they were hiding the grains. Okay, and they were waiting. When who were waiting? The traders and the peasants are waiting. Big peasants are waiting कि when the prices will get rise, then only they will go to sale. But it was in fact it was not going on. Okay, so that's why he decided these all small farms should be collected. Okay, that was known as collectivization. Okay, these small farms or big farms, rich farmers they were having, they all should be formed in a big farm, where Stalin will put so many machinery, and in this way he can increase the production of the grains and all. But do you think that his policy worked? No. And one more thing, it was not under control the peasants, it was not under control the kulaks, it was only under control the directly government. Initially kulaks were there having their own land, and the peasants were having their small farms with them. But now these all forms converted to a big, we can say that big farms, which was known as kolkhoz. Okay, so but now the production and whatever things will be done on these farms, it will be directly under control the government only. Okay, these large farms will under control only the government. So this Stalinism, or we can say that the Stalin's collectivization program, do you think it was successful to get rid from the shortage of the grains and all? No, it was not successful. Okay, so peasants denied. Okay, peasants denied. Why they have denied to work on the lands? Because now they were forcefully, they were forced to work on these kolkhos. Okay, kolkhos, they were forced, yes, you have to do work on these kolkhos. Okay, the work of land implements were transferred to the ownership of the collective farms and all. The peasants will work on these lands only. Okay, and the Stalin was saying whatever profit they will get, it will be shared. Okay, but between 1929 and 1931, number of cattle fell by one third. Okay, why? The peasants, those who were resisting against it, the peasants, those who did not want to work on these we can say that big farms or kolkhos, they were thinking कि neither you can use our forest nor us. So that's why they burned their whatever crops or whatever their farms were there, their cattle were there. So during the time 1929 and 1931, number of these type of things happened. Okay, because they were going against the Stalin's policies, that was a collectivization. Okay, all farms converted to a big farm, and the farmers or the peasants were forced to work on these, but they were not ready. That's why they burnt all their cattle. They were thinking we will also not use, and we will not allow to you use also all these things, whatever they were having cattle and farms and all with them. Okay, when these things has been done by the farmers who were going against or who were resisting collectivization, were punished. Stalin was a very cruel person. Okay, he was the person those who are against, and if he was having some doubt, he always killed. not directly, not in front of the people, by making some kinds of excuses and all. He That person cannot be live for long time, though the person who is against the Stalinism or the policies of the Stalin. So in this way we can say that the condition was like this. His policies collectivization was, or program collectivization, not worked okay properly. So because the peasants did not want to work on these farms and all, right? So we can say that Stalin's work, this program was not working properly. So because of this, the people had to face a lot of famine and all. 4 million people got died because of this. So he wanted to grow more and more production, he wanted to gain more and more grains and all, but instantly or immediately it was not possible. Okay, farmers were not in favor of him, and second thing, the nature was also not in favor of him. Okay, because of the natural things are also very important, okay, for growing crops and all, for production and all. These two were against the collectivization both. So that's why many people, 4 million people died. Okay, so because why he was doing like this? Okay, so he were thinking ki as he has introduced 5-year plan. Okay, he got whatever 100% production in coal, steel and oil. He was also thinking I have to do in the production of grains also, but his policy or his program had not worked. Okay, so in by 1939 what happened, over 2 million were people, those who were against him. They were in prison or labor camps. Most were innocent of the crime, but no one spoke for them because of the cruelty of the Stalinism. Okay, even Hitler was also very afraid of him. So we can say that how cruel he was. So the story of why he was like this, why Joseph Stalin was like this, the story we will discuss next time. Okay, so till then we have done the collectivization or Stalinism. This topic is sufficient for you. So till then, please keep learning and